Alright, so this is Let It Rain, key of A. This is going to include all improv, and the light just went out, so if it's dark, I apologize. Key of A is going to be F sharp minor, so F sharp octave with your left, D octave, A octave, and then E octave. Your right hand will be stay on A until you come to the E chord, and you'll hit an E inversion. So it's F sharp minor will be A, that D will be A, that A will be A, and then that E chord will be an E major inversion. So here's your E chord, E, G sharp, and B. Since I'm playing this A, I have my pinky on that E, so I'll play my second on that B, and I'll move my thumb up to that G sharp, and that's an E inversion. So A to E. Very simple. A to E. Okay, so this is what it's going to sound like, so if you want to get both hands. So this is just a simple progression, and then I'll show you improv. So this is the chord progression. 1, 2, 3, let it. Then to that E inversion. I'm not doing that A octave just because it gets a little bassy. So if you're like in the midst of a service where not as bassy is better, I'll just do an A chord, the fifth. So the A, and then so the root in that fifth, if need be, and then I'll go to the E octave. And so here comes some improv. What I do for improv is I'll play with my scale. So here's your A scale, my 5 scale. Usually play with those notes. I don't hit that D as often, and then I'll play that G sharp since it's also on the scale. Or I'll play with the inversion of A, my first and my fifth. So here's A chord. Sorry, A chord. Take out the third, and I'll just switch it to play the E and the A, and then I'll play with the notes in between. See, that F sharp doesn't sound as great either, so I'll do that E, A, and that G sharp, maybe that B. I'll do another A inversion. So that's just what I'll do, you'll see. I'll try and break it down a little bit slow for you. So I'll like roll it in. So if you see it, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5 with that F chord. So the melody. And then also, this is per Pastor Share request of what I was doing for service today. It's together, my first and my third. Here it is again, together. This is what it's going to sound like together. Remember, this thumb is always going to be your filler to keep things full. Your pinky of your left hand, over here, you only hit it on the very first downbeat of the chord, so it stays solid down. But this thumb is free to bounce to give a filler. So here it is again. Try and get both hands in there. Now, if you can raise up a little bit, you're going to see me travel a little bit. So this is what I'll do. I'm just playing with my scale. And sometimes I'll hit the C sharp as a passing chord, but it's not its own chord, so do not stay there long. It's just a passing to that D. So here it is again. C sharp, I'll maybe go to my E inversion, back to A. But only play that if you're confident, because if not, it can crash and burn, because you can play it as a chord with its own beat, and it's not. And you never want to stay up here a long time, and only go up here and travel if you're comfortable with finger movement. Fingers will start to travel. So fingers will start to cross over each other, like when we're doing our major scale. You'll see your thumb travel. It's the same thing. You're just going to start traveling fingers. So a good thing is to practice at home before you do it in a service, because you just don't want to crash and burn and too much pressure on yourself. So here is a full version, no stops, no explaining, just watching of just kind of what I'll do. The intro of the song is usually just you by yourself, so it's good to make it as full as possible. So everything I'm doing again is like I've explained before, it's just walking around with my scales. And you really want to make it your own. I've kind of given you examples. I can't really exactly break down everything and slow it so much down to where, because then I kind of lose exactly what I do. That's really hard. So one thing to do is just get the tempo at home and just start rolling around your A chord with your progression and just seeing how that goes for you. Just remember, one thing I was showing someone earlier is 1, 2, 3, 5, but not like it's very, very fast, like lightning fast, to where it's not like just really fast. The things I'll do, things like that. So that's the key of A. Let it rain.